Motherfucking Simulation right here. That was a fucking crazy set. That was awesome.
Thank you.
The energy was great. Good crowd work, by the way.
Thank you.
I like that. I'm assuming that was your drum kit because you look way too at home.
Yeah, it was.
Okay, absolutely. I heard through the grapevine that you guys are a Detroit band. Is that true or?
Yes, sir.
We are. It's probably the closest big city to all of us. I mean, me and him are kind of from like downriver area. He's from Royal Oak, so we just say Detroit to kind of give everyone a city they know.
Detroit Metro.
Yeah.
I mean, I was born in Detroit, but I live in Oak Park near Ferndale now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's like 20 minutes away.
Yeah,
From,
basically. Yeah, pretty close.
yeah. Okay, fuck yeah. I wanted to kind of key in on like your guys' like own musical background, like projects before you guys formed Simulation.
Right.
What that story looks, because you guys were like all three of you incredibly talented musicians, and the music work was like really tight. So I guess whoever wants to start, let me just pass it down the line, I guess. Yeah.
So my start, I actually found in California. So I met this guy in English class, funnily enough, and he saw that I had a drumming like Instagram account, and he's like, "Yo, that's cool. Let's start a band." So met up with him, met up with the bassist, and we started like a punk band. So I had never played punk, so it was really interesting to try to figure out what I was doing. And then we started getting something going, and then we just kind of drifted and broke up. So then we formed another band, which was called Side B. And they were relatively popular out there. They recently broke up, but I helped found the band before I moved here to Detroit. And funny story, I met this guy in a Planet Fitness.
As you can tell by the toned body.
He saw me wearing a drum shirt, so he hit me up like, "Yo, you play drums?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Okay, let's start a band." So it started just the two of us in the garage for over a year. Met this guy, I don't even know how you met him.
Met him at a Meat Body show, if anyone knows that band. Yeah, Meat Bodies, they're cool as fuck. So met him at a Meat Body show, and he was kind of moshing and just bumped into me, so I kind of looked at him and we kind of like locked eyes. And I was like, "Yo, man, what?" I was like, "Hey, you play an instrument?" And he was like, "Yeah, I play bass." And I was like, "Oh shit, we're looking for a bass player." And then I was like, "What's your name?" And he was like, "Logan." And I was like, "My name's Logan." So I'm like, I invited him over to the garage. He met Jack, and it was just kind of history in the making from there. And as far as my musical background goes, I started on drums when I was like 12. I'm 21 now, and my dad got me into guitar during COVID. I was just bored as shit at home, so I was like, might as well pick up something, and I've been playing since COVID.
You've only been playing 5 years?
Yeah, about 5 years, yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
And other Logan.
Hey, my name's Other Logan. I don't know if you heard
His nickname.
But yeah, musical background. I started playing guitar about 15, but probably about like 17, 18. I was really just trying to like get out there and start playing with bands, but I feel like everyone I met was a guitar player. So I was like, all right, man, I'm gonna pick up the bass and see what I can do with this. And then yeah, so just been jamming on bass ever since. I've been in a couple of groups before Simulation, playing in a punk band called Devil Bat, and yeah, we played some shows around Detroit as well. But yeah, when we formed Simulation, as he said, I met him at a Meat Body show at the Lager House in Detroit. Super dope venue. Towheads opened, another really cool local band that I'm a fan of. And yeah, it's just been from there, just writing songs and jamming.
So I guess I was curious to know as well, like, what brings you up to Lansing? Do we have like, is there like you have like multiple shows lined up here in the area?
I guess I can take that. So we did play a show last night in Ypsilanti at Ziggy's. So somewhat of a short weekend tour, not much of a tour right now, but yeah, we thought we'd come out to Lansing. So we do play a lot in Detroit. We're trying to kind of branch out and hit some different markets.
It's our first show. This is our first show that's like outside of what would be considered the Detroit area. For this we had played was Ann Arbor, so this is a pretty significant step.
Yeah.
Well, we played Toledo a couple times, but that is like basically they call that Detroit's little brother. So it's not.
Yeah, and I just like to add, like, we've been trying to get out as much as we can, but I think we've been a band for what, like 8 months, 9 months?
Yeah.
We've been playing. So we've really just been trying to make a name for ourselves in the Detroit area, and then he kind of hit us all up and was like, "Hey, you want to go to Lansing?" And we're like, "Sure, why not? Let's hit it."
That's how you do it, right? You just like go wherever you can.
Yeah, as much as we can.
Opportunity
Yeah.
presents itself, we take it.
Yeah, I heard a lot of punk background, at least from YouTube. Is that like the direction you want the band to go in? I heard it kind of was beyond punk, more like I heard like stoner rock kind of in there a little bit. I guess like if you want to tell me like the influences.
Yeah, I can grab that one.
Yeah.
So we like describe ourselves as like a garage psych band, but I think that was kind of just like the two genres we all really like. So
Yeah.
like, that's what we are. But you know, like as far as like musical direction, I think we're just kind of like honestly jamming and seeing where that goes. I know like me and him share a ton of like similar influences. Like we both love Juan, we both love Ty Segall. It's kind of what we bonded over. And then he's like a massive fan of Rush, so he brings like that crazy drumming to the board. So it's like we're just kind of trying to see what comes out of it. Honestly, we go into practice without a plan and just songs are born, I guess.
I like to think that we're kind of almost in a way like our own genre, because we have some songs that are very heavy and give like almost like black metal vibes from like the early 70s, and then we have some songs that are light and just easy listening, and I like that contrast.
Anything to add, other Logan?
Yeah, man. I mean, I agree with both of them said. I mean, we kind of just jam, and we all take vast, different influences to the table. Just kind of bring those all together and see what comes out of it.
I also wanted to ask too, why the Fledge? I guess like how did you reach out? Like how did you know about the venue? What you guys want to?
That's all this guy.
Yeah, I can talk about that. So, I actually also play guitar in a band called Aura Readers. We have not really very active recently, but we did play the Fledge this summer back in like July or June with a local band called Dog's Knees and another Detroit band called Acid Youth. Shout out Acid Youth and Griffin and all those guys. Awesome band. So yeah, that's just how I played the Fledge one time before. Thought it was a cool spot, and I was like, man, we're coming up to Lansing, why not try the Fledge?
I also want to ask, do you think I should go out to Detroit for this shows?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Hell yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Detroit doesn't have like many like mid-sized venues like this one. Like they got like the huge ones like the Sonic Temple and stuff like that. But as far as like little venues go, like all they have is some little like just shitty hole-in-the-wall bars. But I feel like it kind of makes the atmosphere that much more fun because like you're so tight, you just smell weed, you smell booze, everyone's like
Body
bumping
odor.
into each other. Yeah, and like part of that's kind of like the charm of like the Detroit scene. Like Hamtramck too is a city right next to it. There's so many little hole-in-the-wall bars there.
I love Hamtramck.
Outer
It's a
limits.
badass city, yeah.
Yeah, I'm fairly familiar with the area. I grew up, what am I trying to say? Commerce Township, Novi.
Okay.
Like right
yeah,
over there,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So like a little farther out.
I work at a Novi.
You work at a Novi?
Yeah.
What's a Novi?
Out of.
Out of.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a city worker.
I
like a
work
Best
at
Buy.
a Novi. Yeah. Wait, are you a Best Buy worker?
No. God, no.
No. Okay. I used to
I'm
work at
blue
Best
collar.
Buy, which is why I had to ask.
I do manual labor because drumming isn't taxing on my body enough.
Right. Yeah, you need more physical exhaustion. Yeah, I guess any comments you guys want to make about the show, the band, and then also where they can find
Yeah, we'll just go down the line here. So, social media, we have an Instagram. It's at Simulation Detroit. Go ahead and follow us there. As far as like music out on platforms, we don't have any yet because we've kind of just been playing live, trying to get a name out there. We're planning on getting some stuff going as the weather gets colder and the live shows get slower. And yeah, as far as the band goes, like I love these dudes. They're like my brothers. I've only known them for a short while, but I feel like we've already bonded so hardcore. And yeah, I'll pass this on to you, Logan.
Yeah, so like you said, at Simulation Detroit on Instagram. We also started a Facebook page recently, same deal, Simulation Detroit. Yeah, man, this show was fucking. Oh, excuse me, I don't know if I can cuss on here, but
I've been cussing.
I've been cussing.
Oh yeah, I guess I didn't even realize it. No, man, this show was awesome, dude. Break Check, those guys were killer, like super awesome. The singer was amazing, man. Talent Scratch FC, that was super dope, man. Really like those guys. Hope to set something up with them again for sure. And Drop Ceiling, heard nothing but great things about them as well. Super nice guys. So this show was super cool, man. It's a great spot, and I'm very honored to be here and to have played with all these amazing acts.
Yeah, one thing I really want to say is like I'm loving playing the live shows and I'm loving getting out there, and I really so far enjoying I guess you could say the cultures we're experiencing, the different like groups that we're working with. And one of my things that I love is when, you finish up a show and some of the other bands and some of the crowd just comes up and is like, hey, what's going on? So I guess I'd say don't be afraid to, if you come to one of our shows, don't be afraid to head up and give us a shout, be like, hey, what's going on? Get to meet us. We don't mind talking. Like other Logan said, you know, we're working on getting some music recorded, so look out for that.
Ask us about our gear too. We love that shit. That's like our pride and joy. Especially me and him. We nerd out so hard over that shit.
What'd you call me?
I don't know. Pride
A
and joy.
guitarist.
Yeah. This guy's a guitarist, drummer. He's so obsessed with his kid. Yeah. Come out, ask us about our gear. We love that stuff. You boys got anything else?
Hey, don't ask me about my Thunderbird though, because I smashed that tonight.
You guys actually brought up like multiple other questions I wanted to ask. So the Thunderbird, first of all, is that breaking your heart? I heard you told me, and I was like, oh, so Chris Novoselic did like up in the air and it just collapsed. Like,
Yeah, it's a little tough, man. That's my favorite bass I have.
Ed.
Yeah, had past tense.
Ed was.
Even when other people are like, yo, try out my bass for a show, try out this, I'll try out for a couple songs, and I'll be like, I think I want to go back to Thunderbird. Like,
Dude, you can,
Everything is repairable, though. Everything can be fixed, so you'll get it patched up. Use some of the band funds if you need. Get a new headstock on
what
that
band
thing.
funds?
whoa. You also brought up something interesting as well, because you guys play in Metro Detroit venues, and this is now your first show in Lansing, and yours as well, correct? You played here before. What are differences in the energy and the crowd and just the overall vibes that you've seen between the two spaces?
That's a good question. I'd say the energy in Lansing is really great. I think you get a good draw of like the young college students, and just like really seems like a very welcoming community to come out to. And Detroit is very welcoming as well. I think that sometimes some of the shows, because I feel like Detroit, there's so much happening on one night. There could be like, you know, every venue having a show on one night. So sometimes your shows might be a little sparse with attendance. But so sometimes it's kind of nice playing in other cities where they might not have as much of a variety of acts going on all in the same night. So you get a little more of a draw. But I mean, I love both cities and can't wait to come back to Lansing even more. And we always love Detroit.
You here?
You're here. All right, won't keep you too much longer. But album soon, yeah.
Hopefully.
In the project.
Yeah.
In the project.
Hopefully, yeah.
In the works.
We're talking about some recordings. We're talking to some people. We might do the recording ourselves. We're not entirely sure yet, but talks are being done. There's some planning going on.
And those were all originals, right?
They were, yes.
Yeah. Fucking phenomenal. That was sick.
We kind of make a thing where, with our band, at least for me, a lot of the pride is that all our songs are original, written by us, because I just feel it really brings out like how our passion and our heart in the band to just, I don't know how to explain it, but kind of just express your heart and soul into the band, and it's just everything is, you know, ours, and it reflects us, I feel.
That's what they mean.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I got one more thing. Have you guys ever heard the band Turnstile?
Hell yeah.
I've heard of them. I haven't listened to them too much, but I've heard
You-
of them.
Heard him a little bit.
I saw them at Tied Down.
Okay.
That was a crazy set. When
Yeah.
when that was announced, I was like, oh. that was awesome.
So if you guys need to delve into Turnstile, because the sound reminded me of Turnstile, and like you guys inviting people on stage too. That band does that all the time. So that is, you guys should check out that band. They're fucking sick.
That inviting people on stage was something new for this show. Usually the stages are so kind of tight, and I was
Yeah.
like, damn, we got some room on this one. Let's fill it up a little bit.
Yeah.
And then you and George came up there and went crazy. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Really appreciative of that.
I was so torn up when I was setting up my drums because I had a drum riser, but there were no monitors, so I couldn't hear anything. So I was so torn. Do I go up here or do I go down here? Do I go up here? It was such a hard choice until my drums are already down there, so I'm like, screw it, I'm lazy.
You just leave it where it is.
Exactly.
All right, well, fuck yeah, dude. This was a simulation. You guys were fucking sick. It was great to meet you, and everyone check them out. They're fucking sick.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take
Yeah,
care.
Thank you.
Hi, guys.